My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. What do we have here? Why is Andrew McCabe suing the DOJ? Former FBI director says Justice Department is withholding documents. This is Newsweek. Andrew McCabe, the former deputy director of the FBI, dramatically fired by the Trump administration, is suing the Department of Justice, claiming it's withholding key documents from his lawyer, who is fighting the dismissal. Guess what? And I explained this in my last segment. There are 3 million documents withheld from Congress. Republicans, hold on, is it 3 million? $1.2, oh, I'm sorry. It's a lot better. It's 1.2 million documents, so I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. Republicans in Congress have wanted 1.2 million documents. They've only received 3,000 on Clinton emails and Trump Russia. By the way, check out my unboxing video for my California compliant AK-47. Completely legal in California, and I'm just waiting for the right time, the right place, the right outdoor range. So it's going to take a couple of days, but I'm going to give you subscribers to HA's Second Amendment, my other channel that I just started, has almost 4,000 subscribers. I'm going to give you some great coverage or footage very soon at a really several wonderful outdoor ranges coming up. But anyway, that's below, and my unboxing video is below in the pinned comment. As is my article that was retweeted by both the NRA and the Gun Owners of America in the Daily Caller. But anyway, 1.2 million documents. Republicans have been, and then that's not even touching the Freedom of Information Act requests from Judicial Watch and from other organizations and people, journalists, regarding Clinton emails. What Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton spoke about on that plane in Phoenix days before Peter Strzok interviewed Hillary Clinton to speak about golf. Well, they spoke about golf brags and grandchildren, according to Loretta Lynch. But Peter Strzok had a brunch with Clinton where she didn't know what the C meant. It means confidential. She thought it meant catnip or casserole, and Strzok was okay with that because he wrote an article. He wrote a text message to Andrew McCabe where he said, a text message to Lisa Page where he was talking about an insurance policy they spoke of in Andrew McCabe's office. They couldn't take the risk of Trump becoming president. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why McCabe is suing the DOJ. McCabe is suing the DOJ for Comey documents. James Comey's documents, or documents pertaining to James Comey. He was fired primarily because he spilled the beans to the press or he leaked information. First of all, he should have been fired for a whole bunch of other things. Same with James Comey, same with Peter Strzok, same with Lisa Page, same with all Bruce and Elior at the DOJ. All of these people should have just been fired outright for fabricating an entire Trump-Russia story. But the thing is, they're now hiding behind bureaucracy, and they're going to slowly, it's like cutting down this gigantic tree. The IG report will be a buzzsaw. It will be just a buzzsaw that cuts down this tree, but a chainsaw. But even using a chainsaw, if it's a big tree, it's going to take a while. The IG report is a chainsaw to Andrew McCabe's axe, if you will, regarding this lawsuit. He is suing for documents to exonerate him. The documents pertain directly to James Comey. He was fired in large part because James Comey said, and the FBI said, he had no right to leak information regarding Clinton Foundation probes. All of this leads to Clinton. Eventually, Clinton would get indicted. Eventually, Sessions and the DOJ and the FBI and Christopher Wray, the director of the FBI, and everyone in the intelligence community will have enough just trying to protect Bill and Hillary Clinton. They'll have enough. They'll say, you know what, we'll deal with the repercussions. Because the repercussions of exposing exactly how we let Hillary Clinton transfer top secret intelligence from SIPRNet, JWICs, and SCIFs, those repercussions are less extreme than continuing to try our best to protect them. So all of this leads to Clinton indictments, eventually. But James Comey stated, I didn't let Andrew McCabe speak to the press. He had no right to. And James Comey has even stated he's willing to testify. So I'm reading a Newsweek right now, and McCabe's like, oh, I want Freedom of Information Act documents. Well, there's 1.2 million documents that Republicans are waiting on. But Comey, McCabe, testify. I could be asked to testify against McCabe. Let's just listen to this guy. This is hilarious. This is James Comey. And we'll go through there's an ad. This is CNN. He's suing the DOJ for documents related to James Comey that prove that James Comey allowed him to speak to the press regarding the Clinton Foundation probes. The Office of Professional Responsibility determined that he only spoke to the press for self-serving purposes because his wife had taken $700,000 to $1.2 million. Let's go ahead and... This is Jake Tapper, who's almost Comey-like in his journalism.
Bring a case against Andrew McCabe. Would you be a witness for the prosecution?
Potentially. I don't know whether the reporting is accurate. I know it's CNN.
Potentially. When Comey says potentially, so Jake Tapper is like, would you be a witness for the prosecution against McCabe? His number 2? You talk about backstab. That song by the OJs. It's the OJs, right? They're smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place. OJs. Backstab. Okay, so... all the time they want to take your place, the backstabbers. So this is like they're backstabbing each other. So this is like one of the best songs of all time. And it should be played in the background as James Comey speaks right now. So check this out.
If they ultimately bring a case against Andrew McCabe, would you be a witness for the prosecution?
Potentially. I don't know whether the reporting is accurate. I know it's CNN reporting, but I don't know it of my own accord.
You don't know if the reporting is accurate. Don't you love James Comey? He always has to qualify every statement because he's so much smarter than you and everybody else. And me. The burden of intelligence on Comey and Clapper and Brennan and all these liars, the burden must be so difficult.
But sure, given that the IG's report reflects interactions that Andy McCabe had with me and other FBI senior executives, I could well be a witness.
You express...
Shady. Backstabber. Backstabber. Backstabbing. Comey. I mean, that's how you're going to do McCabe, huh? You're going to just backstab him like that. Look, let me give Andrew McCabe... There's no way he's watching this right now. But if his attorneys or if Andrew McCabe is watching this, just go ahead and strike a deal before you get indicted. You're going to get indicted. Strike a deal already. Strike a deal. What are you waiting for? Comey is already... This I'm going to put that I could be asked to testify against McCabe. This video is when... Source CNN. Lord. This video is weeks and weeks ago. Okay. Of course, if you just... Oh, Lord. Another ad. Fine. This was like 2 months ago this video was done. He's already wanting to testify against you, McCabe. Just do the right thing and just spill all the beans. You're going to get indicted anyway. The IG report, McCabe is going to be the sacrificial lamb. He's going to be thrown onto the bus. He's going to be the first person. And I don't know. I actually don't know why they're picking on McCabe. I know that he's the number 2. Well, I kind of know he was low-hanging fruit because he was very compromised. He was overtly compromised. His wife took $700,000, $1.2 million from Dick Morris. So he's overtly compromised. Because of that, he was very likely viewed as this low-hanging fruit that they could go ahead and throw under the bus. Now, he asked for immunity, by the way, last week. And Sessions is like, you must be kidding. And you can check out my impressions from, regarding Sessions. And by the way, if I do a Sessions impression, and I just want everyone to know, because there was a gentleman or a person, woman or man, I'm not sure, I think a gentleman who was upset. I have no, and the impressions are done out of love. And if anyone's offended, I did not mean to offend anyone. I've had people from Alabama, from the South, from Texas, from all over the southern region of the U.S. on this channel say that, hey, we love your Jeff Sessions impression. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So that's why I don't mean to offend anyone. So if anyone, I apologize, if anyone was offended, but it's all done out of love and respect. And I actually do find the Southern accent wonderful. So it's not, anyway. Where was I? Yeah, so he asked immunity. He asked for immunity, and Sessions is like, and he's not going to give immunity to McCabe. Now McCabe's like, I'm suing you. And, okay, let's just go ahead and listen to this again. Okay, this is why McCabe is really up the creek without a paddle, and he needs to go ahead and just strike a plea deal. And just go ahead and offer, I guess he has to be charged first, and then, a plea deal second. He'll get charged. So you heard it here first. Before McCabe's going to get indicted, and I'm the only person saying this right now, really, on YouTube, but let's go ahead. And I'll be right about Clinton indictments also.
Bring a case against Andrew McCabe. Would you be a witness for the prosecution?
Potentially. I don't know whether the reporting is accurate. I know it's CNN reporting, but I don't know it of my own accord. But sure, given that the IG's report reflects interactions that Andy McCabe had with me and other FBI senior executives, I could well be a witness.
You express a lot of horror in the book when public officials or even celebrities lie to investigators, whether David Petraeus or Scooter Libby,
Martha Stewart.
So Martha Stewart, Scooter Libby, and Petraeus, thanks for not mentioning Hillary, Comey, in your book. Thanks for not mentioning how she didn't know what the C meant. Thanks for not mentioning how she stated that it was a matter, or no. Well, you actually did state that, but Comey and Brennan and Clapper and especially McCabe, they all know, and Bill Priestap and Strzok and Page and all of them, they all know one thing, and that is how Hillary Clinton transferred top secret and special access program intelligence from SIPRNet, JWICs, and SCIFs, JWICs, really, and other highly secure channels within the U.S. government, digital cyber channels within the U.S. government, in how she managed to transfer that intelligence that is not meant to leave the United States government, and it went on her server. They all know this. They either were incompetent and criminal in not asking, or they were criminal in just allowing her to get away with it. Either way, it's a criminal issue. They're all criminals, these people. But let's continue.
Stewart, so I would assume that you would be upset at Andrew McCabe. I haven't really heard you criticize him the same way you've criticized those others.
Well, I hope I didn't criticize that person. I think it's very important.
No, the act, though.
Oh, sure. The act is one I take very seriously, and so does the Department of Justice. What's gone on so far has been the accountability mechanisms of the department working, because
the accountability. The accountability mechanisms, Andrew McCabe, have been working. How do we know? Because Comey has stated that the accountability mechanisms have been working. I wonder what the accountability mechanisms have been for Comey stating that Hillary didn't intentionally do what she intentionally did.
It's a department that's committed to the truth, and so it's working. I don't know whether there's a criminal referral, what will happen, but that's part of accountability.
By the way, did I forget to tell you that there's a criminal referral out already? So when people say, like, oh, I'm so tired, I haven't seen anything yet, nobody's been indicted. McCabe's going to get indicted very soon, or there's going to be a plea deal. But he'll get indicted, and there's already been a criminal referral. He's already asked for immunity. Now he's suing the DOJ. He's not going to get any documents. If Republicans in Congress and the United States people, citizens of this country, Judicial Watch, if people are suing the DOJ left and right and the government for Freedom of Information Act documents, they're waiting forever. The IG report is on the 14th. It's the 13th now. He's not going to get any documents, McCabe. He knows that. So he's just waiting and waiting. He's going to get indicted, and his whole thing is, well, this is more public relations than anything else. But let's finish up with McCabe with Comey.
An examination of what the consequences should be if there was material lying.
But how do you feel about your former deputy, according to the Inspector General, lying to you, lying to investigators for a leak that the Inspector General said was only motivated to preserve his own reputation, having nothing to do with the FBI or the public's right to know?
They're conflicted. I like him very much as a person, but sometimes even good people do things they shouldn't do. I've read the report. I'm not the judge in the case. I'm not the discipline decision maker in the case. I think it is accountability mechanisms working, and they should work, because it's not acceptable in the FBI or the Justice Department for people to lack candor. It's something we take really seriously.
This is a guy. This is Comey, the slithering, slimy reptile. This is a guy who said that, yes, Hillary Clinton sent and received information marked classified. Yes, Hillary Clinton stored top secret and special access program intelligence, and it was transferred onto her server. We don't know how. But she didn't intentionally do it. She didn't think she was breaking laws. It's not about lying. It's also about lying under oath, which is what Comey did numerous times. Number one, James Comey lied under oath pertaining to exonerating Clinton before her interview. And he testified, and he stated numerous times, I did not exonerate Clinton before her interview. He wrote the letter to exonerate her before the interview. Then he said, well, every investigator, any investigator, who's been in the business long enough, knows when something's going to happen or when someone's going to get indicted and when they're not going to get indicted. So I kind of had a good idea. That's not what he testified. He testified that he did not make a judgment until after Clinton was interviewed. Liar. He lied under oath. Brennan lied under oath. Clapper lied under oath. They're all the biggest liars. Now, if you're Andrew McCabe, you're suing the DOJ for documents related directly to James Comey because you're trying to go ahead and say, well, look, I had every right to speak to the press. But that's not why McCabe's going to get indicted. That's not why all of this is. Do you think Sessions is stupid? I do my Sessions impression where it's like him and Trump and it's all like this one big charade. But Sessions knows. He knows the Clinton Foundation is a pay-to-play money laundering scheme. They all know. McCabe knows too. All of them know. All of them know. And when years from now or months from now or whenever, you'll be hearing, if you watch this channel, it's probably a lot of people are going to watch this channel because everything that I've been saying and you've been saying, it will be vindicated. And it's already being vindicated right now. They already know that the Clinton everybody knows Clinton used a private email server, not for convenience, to hide her Clinton Foundation emails. I explain exactly why and but her deleted emails, and I explain exactly why and how she transferred top secret and special access program intelligence and but her top secret emails. And those are below in the pinned comment. But McCabe is suing the DOJ right now for documents directly related to Comey, and you just heard Comey. Imagine if you knew somebody at work who was as backstabbing as Comey. If McCabe is smart, just like if the all ones were smart, in my book I explain, you strike a deal and you give up all the information because you are going to be utilized. The all ones would be Debbie Wasserman Schultz will throw them under the bus, and Comey and everybody's throwing McCabe under the bus because he was the most compromised because his wife took $1 million+ from Terry McAuliffe and Democratic PACs. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Do you know what's going down? June 14th. What today's Wednesday? Thursday. It is going down, ladies and gentlemen. And was it 2 p.m. Eastern? So wait. 12/1/2. So 11 p.m. Pacific. 12/1/2, yeah. Give me your thoughts below. Share my unboxing video of my new California compliant AK-47 Century Arms C39 V2. I feel very strongly about the Second Amendment, and I used to write gun control articles, if you could believe it. And I explained that in my Daily Caller article that was retweeted by both the NRA and the Gun Owners of America. Give me your thoughts, but that's in the pinned comment. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Andrew McCabe is going to bring the House down. And it's just a matter of time. I mean, Sessions is slow as molasses, but I think that Sessions will come out as a hero in all of this. I mean, I hope. But I think he will. I think he will. And now that Mueller's trying to go ahead and get a meeting with Trump, Trump should just fire him and flick him off and whatever. The thing is, Mueller now has nothing to work with because the Russians are actually like, yeah, prove it. And so he's like, what? I have to give evidence? I have to prove this? Oh, my God. Leave me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. This segment explains exactly why McCabe is suing the DOJ and the FBI, by the way. He's not just suing the DOJ. Other articles have talked about what? Fired FBI official McCabe's lawyers file suit against FBI and DOJ and its watchdog. So they're also trying to sue the IG. It's hilarious. This is public relations. McCabe is done politically and legally. He now has to, like I said, if he's smart, he knows everything. And it's not a matter now of hiding all your illegal activity. Because guess what, McCabe? The IG and everybody else within the DOJ know everything you've done. So does Christopher Wray. So just go ahead and strike a deal. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, H.A. Goodman, on YouTube. If you see any copycat channels, just look down. If it's not over 115, almost 116,000, on its way to 120,000 subscribers, look down. That's my channel. If it's 115 or 116,000 or 120,000, that's my channel. But if it's like not that, it's a copycat channel. Also, check out HA's Second Amendment. Check that out below in the pinned comment. I unbox my new AK-47 California compliant semi-automatic sporting rifle. You know, for people who don't like it, relax. My God, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You're a law-abiding citizen. Criminals are not law-abiding, so. You can go. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Subscribe right now to H.A. Goodman on YouTube.